So good morning, class. Good morning, class.
Good morning, madam.
Okay, so today we are going to look at the built environment. It's our new topic in general building construction. So under built environment, we are going to see what is the environment. It is the surroundings, which can be natural, man-made, or a combination of both natural and man-made. Then we have the built environment. This is created by man with or without the aid of the natural environment. So up to there, are we okay? Then we have
Yes, Madam Wambui.
Okay, then we have functions of a building. The first function we have is to provide protection against adverse weather conditions such as rain, sunshine, and wind. Then we have its used for security purposes. Then also we can have for beauty or a good aesthetic value. And then it's for a good living and comfort for an individual. So I think those points are explanatory. Then we have functional requirements of a building. It should be strong and stable so that it can be able to sustain any harsh weather conditions. Then it should be attractive. When you see the appearance of a building, then it should be appealing to your eyes. Then it should be a good weather resistant. So in case of any weather conditions such as ice, it can be able to resist. Then we go to evolution of the built environment. Then we have three main stages of the built environment. We have the prehistoric dwellings, traditional dwellings, and modern dwellings. So we are going to start with prehistoric dwellings. So these are dwellings which were created before history was written. Hizo zenye tunaambiwanga sijui 19 what DC. Then we have challenges of prehistoric dwellings. The first challenge is lack of security because we have examples are wild animals. In these prehistoric dwellings, people lived in caves, trees. Yes, and then number two, we have lack of flexibility or availability. Not everyone may fit in a cave. Maybe it was just constructed for 2 people and you're like 10. So there will be lack of flexibility and availability of shelter. Then we have nomadification to suit your need. So if some are pastoralists, they have to go to where they can go and graze their animals. If others are farmers, they have to go where there is land to farm. Then we have it has no privacy because in a cave, there are no doors. So up to there, tuko sawa? Are we okay, class? Hello, class.
Tuko sawa, tuko sawa.
Aha, then we go number 2, we have traditional dwellings. They were constructed to suit the community needs. So traditional dwellings are like manyatas, those grass houses, makutis, and so on and so forth. Then we have advantages of traditional dwellings. It has improved privacy compared to the prehistoric dwellings. Then number 2, it is built using locally available materials such as grass. Others can use timber. Others can use mud. Then we have it depending on the community lifestyle. Then we have challenges of traditional dwellings. So some, like in the Manyata, we can have lack of security because it is just a small thatched house. These are temporary structures, therefore they could be affected by floods, wind, and also they can be also affected by wild animals. Then we have lack of area. In traditional dwellings, we have congested people at one place, so you'll not have enough piece of land. Then we have lack of a work-life balance. So if maybe most of the people there will be low life and others, those who will thrive may be middle, and those who are in high lively standards, they'll not be able to catch up with those who are in low standard. Then you have less sustainability. Maybe the place where people are located, there are no resources such as food, amenities such as schools, and also hospitals. So it will be very hard to sustain yourself in such places. Any question up to there? Any question? Mark,
Yes, madam.
is there any question or you have understood up to there?
I have a question.
Yes, ask.
Are you getting me?
Yes, I'm getting you loud and clear.
Can you please relate
Yes,
the built environment
yes.
in context to modern environment?
I relate what? Pardon, please.
Relate built environment.
Built environment and the modern dwelling.
Yeah.
We have said the built environment, it is built by man. So it is not natural. It can also be a modern dwelling. It can be a traditional dwelling. It can also be a prehistoric dwelling. So the built environment, we have said that it is constructed by man. Have you gotten my point?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, okay, welcome. So we go to number 3, modern dwellings. These are dwellings like for institutions, businesses, spiritual dwellings, warehouses, recreational dwellings such as stadiums, and also the modern dwellings that people are constructing apartments, very good story buildings, and also commercial dwellings. Then we have advantages of modern dwellings. They are long lasting because the materials used are like some have steel, concrete, natural stones, blocks, and etc. Then we have number 2, they are attractive or appealing to the eye. So most of these modern houses, some people have used even pure glass to make their walls. So they are very attractive to your eyes. Number 3, they are flexible depending on the individual needs. So if you want to maybe construct a church, a warehouse, a recreation, like a hotel, it just depends with the design that you want to construct. So that is why they are flexible depending on an individual's need. Then after the advantages, we have challenges. We can say it is very expensive to construct since the raw materials that you're going to use, you'll acquire them in a very high price. Then we have number 2, require skilled labor and personnel. It requires high skilled labor because you cannot hire a person who is not skilled in the design that you want to construct. Then we have use of materials like asbestos, which may lead to when the rain is present, the water that comes from the asbestos can cause you to get cancer. They have cancerous materials. So I think that's the end of our class today. Anybody with a question? Charity. Charity,
Yes.
do you have a question or you're okay?
So far, I'm okay, but I would like to get some clarity on this. When you say that asbestos has cancerous materials, is it cancerous or is it the lead?
Okay, I have said when the water that will drain from those asbestos after it has been rained on. So the water that will drain from that asbestos, they have some cancerous material. So you cannot use the You cannot harvest that rainwater from the asbestos. It may lead to cancer. Have you gotten me?
Okay. Yes, I've gotten you. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. So in case if there is no any other question, I beg to stop and end my class at that point, and then we'll meet next time for we'll check at site investigation.
Question from
Yes, Charity? Charity?
Madam, pardon, housekeeping.
Oh, I have said we'll end the
Yes.
session there, and then we look at site investigation in our next class. Are we clear?
Excuse me, madam.
Yes,
I have a question.
yes, please ask your question.
Nowadays, I see there are advancement in construction
Yes,
whereby people are moving away from these materials and are preferring these materials that are made, like if it's a wall, I don't know how it is called. How is it called? A wall is made maybe in a workshop and then it's brought on
yeah.
site. So is that also part of the built environment, or how would you categorize that?
Yes, that is also part of the built environment, and then we could call it precast materials because they are manufactured somewhere else and then brought to the site. So we can categorize them as precast materials.
So there is a topic we'll also do on precast materials.
Yes, there is a topic we'll also cover later in precast materials.
Okay, thank you, madam.
Okay, welcome. So any other question, or I can just end my session there? So we can make it next time.
Thank you, madam.